Story about Billy Gilmour, the young treasure of Chelsea. Billy Gilmour is starting to make everyone pay attention to him. Meeting Everton at Stamford Bridge last time, Chelsea lacked a full set of three central midfielders, Jorginho, N'Golo Kante, Mateo Kovacic, because of suspension and injury. But three substitutes, Mason Mount, Ross Barkley, and Billy Gilmour, did not disappoint us. Mount had one goal, Barkley contributed a brace, and Gilmour was voted for player of the match. In fact, the 4-0 victory over Everton was not the first time Billy Gilmour played in the Premier League. The Scottish midfielder was coached by Frank Lampard in the final minutes of match versus Sheffield United in the 4th round, and then the match against Crystal Palace in the 12th round. However, the match against Everton was the first time that Gilmour played full 90 minutes in the highest league in the foggy country. Immediately, he showed an extremely convincing performance. Surely, if there was the Merseyside Terror title, Gilmour would have to be on the nominees. Even in the previous match, the match with Liverpool, another representative of the Merseyside, he tormented the opponent's midfield, Adam Lallana and Fabinho. The situation Gilmour received the ball calmly through the Brazilian midfielder will certainly be a long-term highlight in the audience's mind. And in the match against Everton last, continued to be a performance-deserved praise. Played as a center midfielder, Gilmour is the player who has made the most number of passes, 74, the most passes in the opponent's court, 37, and the most moves, 12.62 kilometers, according to BBC statistics. And The Athletic pointed out that in 60 minutes of the midfield, Gilmour has never been dribbled, something that Jorginho, the young Scottish player, only did twice this season, and all were against Newcastle, played with deep defensive lineup. After the match, Lampard gave his compliments to the pupil. He received the ball in very difficult areas. If you do not handle quickly, first, you cannot maintain the rhythm of the team game because it will be broken from yourself. And second, if you lose the ball in those areas, will be very dangerous. You need to be very confident to do that. Let's move with the ball. Jorginho has that ability, and so does Billy. One of the things I'm most satisfied about Billy is that he showed it in the first half. And when he was playing higher in the second half, he immediately understood his role, penetrating the penalty area, passing the ball in higher position on the field. He proves that he can do both, which is amazing for me when I'm considering midfield. Meanwhile, both former players Jamie Redknapp and Roy Keane commented that Gilmour made the match easier. These are valuable comments. Jorginho's nostalgia was somewhat relieved when Gilmour was on the pitch. On social media, a lot of people compare him to Andres Iniesta or Luka Modric, midfielders of the 2010s. Of course, Gilmour is only 18 and has a long way ahead with a lot of challenges, but the early signals he brings are extremely promising. The performance in match with Everton or Liverpool was not the first time the 18-year-old midfielder made observers praise him. After a 7-1 win over Grimsby Town in the 3rd round of the FA Cup, a game that Gilmour played the full 90 minutes, Cesc Fabregas praised his junior. Personality is the most important thing at this age, and that's that he had. Confidence is always something that Gilmour exudes, even though he's not afraid to express his views and give instructions to more experienced teammates. The quality of a leader is what makes Gilmour part of the captain team of the Chelsea U23 team. Born in Glasgow, Scotland, and joined Rangers at the age of 8, Gilmour's progress was so fast that he made his U20 debut in December 2016 when he was only 15 years old. Mr. Craig Mulholland, director of Rangers Academy, still impressed by Gilmour's confidence. Mulholland said, "Billy is a very humble young man but confident in what he does. You need that confidence to reach a higher level." If you look at the figures for Scottish players going abroad before the age of 18, the success rate is extremely low. But Billy always believes he can change that trend. At Rangers Academy, Gilmour had a habit of watching videos with Graham Murty to analyze his performances. The first-team players and some of the world's leading midfielders, like Iniesta, Modric, and especially Fabregas. By the time he switched to Chelsea Academy, this habit remained unchanged. Fabregas is the idol of Gilmour. It was the young Scottish player who revealed that when he first joined the Blues, he filled the names of former Arsenal, Barcelona, and Chelsea midfielder into the model section of the future planning slip. Surely many Chelsea fans will regret not seeing Fabregas can tutor and instruct Gilmour. However, his compliment to the younger brother is a testament to the team possessed a quality talent. The rise of Billy Gilmour in the past matches once again shows the correctness of the belief that Frank Lampard has for young players. Since billionaire Roman Abramovich has established the empire at Chelsea until now, Perhaps never the fans of the London's blue shirt have felt full of confidence in the future of players from their own youth team. After Tammy Abraham, Reece James, Mason Mount, Billy Gilmour is Chelsea's next young talent under Lampard.